Welcome everyone for today's online meditation. We are very happy to have you today. So we are going to learn about our center heart chakra. Last time we talked, 2 weeks ago, we talked about the left heart, and 1 week ago, last week, we talked about the right heart chakra, and today we are going to talk about our center heart chakra and what are the qualities and how to awaken these qualities in us and what prevents these qualities of the center heart to fully be awakened in us. And the qualities of the center heart chakras are fearlessness and courage. So before to start, as always, we are going to bow down, raise our kundalini, and cover ourselves with 7 bandha. So, all right. The center heart chakra, also known as Anahata chakra, or the heart chakra is also known as Anahata chakra in Sanskrit language. The number of petals for the heart chakra is 12. The element is air. The symbol is the flame. And the physical plexus is cardiac plexus. And where it is located, we can find the center heart chakra on the cardiac plexus, on our center heart. And also we can find it on our hands. We can find it on our, nope, sorry about that. It is on, we are talking about the center heart chakra. It is only on our cardiac plexus. And also we can find it on our heads. And also, yeah, that's it. Here we are only talking about the center heart chakra. And the country is England. And the planet is Venus. The day is Friday. The musical note is La. The color is carmine red. And it controls the manifestation physically and physiological functions is the heartbeat, which is called Anahata in Sanskrit language, and it controls our lungs and our breathing and production of our antibodies and also the heart organ itself. So this 12 petal center is placed behind the sternum bone in the spinal cord. This center corresponds to cardiac plexus, which produce the antibodies until the age of 12. These antibodies are then circulated in our system, which helps us to fight any kind of attack on the body or in our minds or in our mental, mind or mental activity. When there is either emotional or physical attacks on the person, these antibodies are informed through the sternum, which has a remote control of information. We cannot feel it physically, but it is something that happens inside us. So this center controls the breathing by regulating the functioning of heart and the lungs. The benefits of the heart chakra. When our heart chakra is in balance, it brings balance, peace into family life and prevent worries about daily life, prevents jealousy and greed, establishes righteousness, and give joy of sharing. And also the qualities, the main quality here is love, detachment, and security. The main quality of our center heart chakra is the feeling of security, the feeling of courage. We have no fears and we don't feel insecure, and we just feel the joy of our spirits. We trust ourselves, we have faith in ourselves, and we have faith in God, and we are confident in God and in oneself, in ourselves. So those are the qualities of the center heart chakra when that chakra is fully awakened in us. Nothing scares us, absolutely nothing. So we attract to ourselves is what we give out. A lot of problems arise from fear. If we live in fear, then our natural immune system is weakened and we become vulnerable to allergies and diseases. When we are weak, we become trapped in the cage of fear, afraid to venture outdoors, depriving ourselves the experiences, the joy and wonders of life. If we have a contracted heart, then we are likely to attract corresponding people and to perpetuate the problem. Like, I'm sure all of us, every one of us, at some point in our life, we have been afraid. We have sometimes feel insecure. We have sometimes feel like so much helpless. We don't trust ourselves. So we can imagine how at that point we feel so vulnerable against anyone, because when we have all these fears, insecurity, anxiety in us, we are so vulnerable to anything. Someone else can come and dominate us and just bring us so easily in the wrong path, unknowingly, or if sometimes we do know, but it's like our minds or our brain refuse to act properly during that moment. But because we are covered by that cloud of fear, insecurity, anxiety, we most of the time take the wrong path. So if we have self-confidence, on the other hand, we have strong defenses which protects against base desires and negative outside influences. When it is so difficult when someone has no self-confidence. When someone has no self-confidence, the person switch their mind all the time. Like someone will tell the person, oh, this is good, follow this path. The person will follow the path. Because the person does not trust himself. The person is not sure if what he knows or if he's wrong or if he's right. The person will always listen to others, and most of the time, it is not the right decision or the right things that the other people are bringing to us. So our personality grows and shines when our heart is strong and when we approach life with a will to win, like a warrior, like a soldier. Hence, it is important to be strong and grounded so that we can nourish our relationships. It is so true. Like when when someone has that self-confidence, that courage, someone is fearlessness, the person knows what decision to take, what step to take, and the person will take it with so much confidence, knowing, hey, I'm doing this, I know I'm right, and I have full confidence that this is right. This has nothing to do with the ego. It is just, you know what you believe is right, and nothing can make you change or go from left to right, jumping in, jumping out. You are sure of yourself. You believe in God. You believe, and you stand by what you believe. So generally, the causes of catch of the central heart, we have here circumstances which produce fear, feeling of insecurity, and family problems in childhood, separation, divorce, and possessions, particularly dead relatives. Sometimes there is something that we mothers, when, for example, two parents are in the divorce and they are fighting for the how can I say, they are fighting for the how you call it, they are fighting parenting time, to have more parenting time with the child. Most of the time, what happened is that in that fight, the child is witnessing. The child sees there are two parents that I do love that are fighting for me. That pressure that the two parents puts on the child, we create so much anxiety, so much insecurity on a child. Most of the time, the parent, they don't realize the damage that can cause to a child, but it can cause so much anxiety. Sometimes you can see a child at a very young age has heart problem. The heart problem is coming because sometimes the mother will be explaining, or even sometimes the father, most of the time the mother will be explaining to or complaining to the child, or the father, your father is bad to me, he's mean, he does that, he does this. And we put so much pressure on the child. And the child is growing up, the child loves both parents, the child does not want to choose which parent to go or which parent to please. They want to please both parents. It is so hard because of the divorce, the circumstances, and that's how the child develop some diseases on the heart, or some problems with the heart. They start catching on the center heart. And also, when at a very young age, when we lose our parents, we lose our mother, especially our mother, that can cause so much insecurity in a child. And we grow up with that. We feel so insecure. We don't trust ourselves. We don't trust others. We feel so vulnerable and we feel so weak. That also can cause some catch on our on our center heart chakra. And also the possessions, the attachments, when we feel too much, like we feel like, oh, this belongs to me. We feel like we are attached to something too much, especially material. And then when we lose it, we can have heart attack, for example. We can have any kind of disease. So we need to be detached. At some point, we need to be detached. So how to clear the center heart chakra? It's very simple. Inter-heart yoga. Using the elements, the use of candle around the heart area can be very effective. Deep and relaxed, slow breathing in and out for a while. Take a deep breath and hold it in for a while, then release. Don't strain, repeat a few times. We are going to go through this exercise with Shri Mataji. And after that, we are going to use also the fire elements to clear the candle element to clear our center heart chakra. And also at the same time, if we are feeling left-sided in our emotions, fatigue, and all these laziness, we can also use 3 candles. But if instead we are feeling, we are thinking too much, we are too much in our minds, worry about the future, and we can grab a ice pack and put on our liver. So for the cleansing of the center heart chakra, we can put our right hands on our center heart chakra and say the following affirmations. Mother, please let me overcome all my fears and insecurities. Mother, please let me become a self-confident person so that I can face all challenges that come my way. Mother, please make me a fearless person. As general advice, we can give vibrations to the front and back of the heart, and we can use the candle treatment if the left Swadhisthana chakra is also catching. So this combined catch. So before we start the meditate with the cleansing, the workshop, I would like to request our lovely sister and auntie Kasturi to please give us also some advices.
Hi, Joshi Mataji. No, I think you've covered everything for now. I'll pass this time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so what we are going to do is that we are going to take the 3 candles if we are feeling left-sided. If you are feeling right-sided instead, like I was saying, if you are feeling too much like angry, if you are feeling like thinking too much, you can't stop the thinking, just grab the ice pack instead and put on your liver on the right side. And we can now enlighten the candles. We can put 1 candle on the left side, on the back, right on behind us, not too close, because we don't want to burn our cloth or we don't want to burn ourselves. And we can put 1 candle just on the sides by our left Swadhisthana chakra. And we can put the 3rd candle right in front of us. On the left side, when we put our hands on our lap, just right in front of our hands. Now, we are going to listen to Shri Mataji and follow her. Please, just be open-minded and just do exactly as Shri Mataji is saying in the video. First exercise is with the breathing, and then we are going to work with the candle after.
You hold your breath 3 times. You hold your breath 3 times and think in your heart that I am the mother of the universe. That's all. This has to be corrected. There's a problem there, that's why. Unless you correct this problem, the attention, not only the attention, but even Kundalini goes there. So you have to correct that thing, which I noticed yesterday. You have a centered heart. But you have come to Sahaja Yoga now, few days back, it will get corrected in no time. Right? You have to put your right hand towards the photograph, left hand here. And you have to hold your breath. All of you can do it. Hold your breath. And say Jagadamba, Jagadamba, Jagadamba. Now you are holding the breath. So how can you say? You have to think. Now leave it. Again hold it once more. Put your left hand, right hand towards me. Good. Now leave it. Again hold it. Now leave it. All right? That's fine. May God bless.
Nice. Next one, we are going to take one of the candle and we are going to give banda to the center heart with the candle and going clockwise slowly. We are going to put a music. That music is specifically for our center heart chakra. Please don't think. Just give banda by listening to that music and put your attention in your sarasara.
JAGADAMBE BHAVANI NIRMALA JAGADAMBE JAGADAMBE PURNA KADAMBE NIRMALA JAGADAMBE
Keep our attention on our Sarasara. We keep on giving bandhan to our center hearts with the candle. If we don't have the candle, we can give bandhan with our hands clockwise. And the right hands giving the bandhan and the left hands toward the candle, which is in front of us. And here we can see inside ourselves, Oh Mother, please remove all kind of anxiety, all kind of insecurity, all kind of fears in me. Oh Mother of the universe, please bless me with complete courage, self-confidence, and security. Mother, please make me fearless. Mother, please make me courageous. Remove all the weaknesses in me. Mother, please put me under your protection. And help me to understand that I am a Sahaja Yogini. I am protected by you. And nothing, absolutely nothing, can harm me. We can put, or we can stop the candle, one of the candle, and we keep the 3 other candles on. We still keep our attention on our Sarasara. If any thoughts try to bother us, we can just say, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. We can also put our right hand toward Mother Earth and keep the left hand toward the candle. We can slowly open our eyes. And just, if you have any question, you can type your question. Or if you have any comment. So just keep your attention on your Sarasara. We are going to listen to Shimataji's talk. And we can now stop all the candles. So we can stop all the candles, stop using the candles, because we are going to listen to Shimataji's talk. We don't need to do the cleansing while listening to Shimataji, because every word from her is like a mantra.
The first center that I dealt and the second and third are very important. But these higher centers are playing a very vital role in our being. The one which is the heart center is looking after the security of God's children. When a person sees something horrible, this center starts pulsating fast. Till the age of 12 years, the sternum bone, which is placed in the ribs here, as you know, creates antibodies to fight any invasion with it, whether mental, emotional, or physical. These antibodies get distributed till the age of 12 years throughout your body. And when this sternum gets the message, it starts shaking and it conveys, communicates through no nerves or arteries or veins, any connection known so far to these antibodies that they should all fight. They fight the disease, they fight also the things what we call possessions. They also fight your own mistakes. That's why this is a very important center within us. If a lady is an insecure woman, if she feels insecure, then this center is always in a pulsating mode. And that's how it makes all the antibodies very tired, because they're all the time in a state of emergency. Also, these cults have used this method of putting people onto emergency. Give them exercises where they jump, 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 or something like that. Now you can ask any doctor this kind of jumping without any support can create impotency in a personality. Now this is very physically used method by these people to make them nervous by making the center go very fast. Now, when these antibodies are tired, they become absolutely numbed down and they cannot find any strength to fight any aggression. Now, in everyday life also, if some lady, as I told you, is nervous and she has problem and she's always afraid, then what happens? that this system start exerting itself too much, ultimately it gets sick, and then she can develop a disease called the breast cancer. This breast cancer is very common nowadays among women in the West. Because the motherhood of the lady is challenged. This center is bestowed upon by the deity of Mother of the Universe. And when the lady finds that her motherhood is challenged, then she starts feeling very nervous. This center goes into overactivity, and then she developed this cancer of the breast, troubles of the breast, all kinds of such troubles, because the antibodies have become now very weak. On the left-hand side of this center is the center what we call as the left heart center. But beyond that is residing the spirit in your heart, in the organ, separated from everyone. The spirit is the reflection of God Almighty within yourself. And the Kundalini is the Holy Ghost, which is the power of God, which is the primordial mother expressed within you as the Kundalini. So we have got within us that power, Shakti, and the Shiva sitting in your heart. So this Kundalini has to rise to give you realization. The baptism, the real baptism, not an artificial. Now how it can happen in a person is a problem. It used to happen. What knowledge I am telling you is not the knowledge of today. It's the knowledge of very, very ancient times. 14,000 years back, Markandeya, a great poet in India, has written about it. After that, there were many other poets who wrote about it. Till in the 6th century, Adi Shankaracharya very clearly wrote about the Kundalini and its awakening. Nobody has said so far from those ancient writers that Kundalini gives you any problems or she makes you dance, jump and all that is all modern nonsense. Traditionally, nobody has said so. 6th century is the time when Adi Shankaracharya incarnated on this earth. Buddha got his realization without doing any dancing or anything. You know for definite. Now, first of all, we must understand what is attention. What is God who is an attention? What does that mean? God who is the attention means God knows about everything that's happening. He is aware of what is happening in this world. He is the only spectator of the drama of life, which is created by his power, the primordial mother. He knows each and everything about us. Whatever he wants to know, he can find out. There is no problem about it. So he is the knower, and he is the knowledge too. So when we become realized, we have to know. Through our awareness, we have to become collectively conscious. And this is a very important point which we must remember. It's not very difficult to understand that you have to become something more. Only by wearing some dress or putting something in your neck, what do you become? Some people tell me, we lead a very good life, mother, so it should be all right. But good life is according to your concept. Even according to the divine concept, if it is a good life, for what? Everybody will ask, for what? Why do you want to lead such a religious life? For what? What is the need to have such a life? One should ask oneself, why to lead such a life which is so conditioned? The answer is, you have to have balance to ascend. If you do not ascend, what's the use of building up this balance within you? The purpose is to ascend. If you cannot transcend, then this is just a binding your mental projection that you should lead this kind of a life and that kind of a life. It's just your mental process. But when the spirit ascends, then all the religions are born with you. They get enlightenment. You just don't do things which are wrong. Just don't do it. You just don't like it. As we have told you that there are people who gave up their drugs and things overnight is a fact.
We can keep our attention on our Sarasara and just for a few moments, stay in silence and feel the vibrations, the Chaitanya, the love coming from the palm of our hands or on top of our heads. We can also feel the love, presence of the spirit in our hearts, and the love that which give us complete security, confidence in ourselves, and courage. We can slowly come back, open our eyes, and I hope you enjoyed today's session. If you have any question, please unmute yourself and ask your question. Or if you can also type your question if you want to. So no questions so far. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining today's meditation. And I wish you all a very lovely day. So we are going to bow down again, raise our Kundalini and cover ourselves with 7 bandha.
Thank you for joining this morning's session. We will see you next week. Have a blessed week.
Thank you. Thank you all.